Hello everybody, welcome back, and if you're new to my channel, welcome. So I really don't have a topic to talk about. I'm just on my way to work. Actually, I'm on my way back home because I forgot my charger, and then I'm going back to work. I just wanted to ask you guys, how have you been feeling? I feel great. Actually I feel better than great. I feel fantastic because the last couple of weeks since December, even November was a little sketchy with the energy. It's been, on and off, on and off, on and off. And then these feelings, these emotions have started, like to amp up a little bit. And it's kind of like a roller coaster. It was like up here and then it drops, and I'm good, and then I'm really not good, and then I'm good. So a lot of stuff has been happening. I've been experiencing symptoms like I did when I first started to go through my awakening consciously. And they're a little different though. They're more intense, like intense. There's a lot going on. And it's been horrible for me. Like really, it's been a challenge, it's been a struggle. I've been one cranky, mean ass bitch. Like honestly, I don't even like my own company. That's how nasty I've been. I've just been so like hypersensitive to just everything, to people, to my surroundings, to TV. It could be anything. Like my husband, I could overhear because I don't watch the news, so it could be anything. Like my husband watching TV and I hear the news, and it's just like it triggers me and it just throws me into this like grumpy ass mood. Certain people have been triggering me, their voice, the way they talk. It's like the littlest things have been triggering me. It's like really, I know it kind of sounds petty and stupid, but I'm being honest with you guys, and I'm sharing with you guys what I'm going through. What else? Work has been triggering me. Just life in general has been triggering me. The weather, just everything. I've been feeling, my heart has been palpitating, and I haven't had those palps for a very, very long time. It was an issue I had for a very long time when I was first going through my awakening process consciously. I didn't know what was happening to me. I thought I was going to have a heart attack and die. But these last couple of weeks, I've been very concerned about my heart health, because it's been just palpitating nonstop all day, just going on and on and off. And I just don't like the way that makes me feel. Anxiety has been like through the roof. Like I can't even talk myself down. Normally I could talk myself down from going into a full-blown anxiety attack. And I haven't had those feelings in a really long time. I find it very challenging to meditate because I have monkey brain or monkey mind. I can't focus. I can't even focus on my breath the way I teach you guys to do, or have shown you guys how to do it. I have a really hard time doing it. It's like I'm struggling with what's coming through. I feel like I'm being attacked by these energies, and honestly what I'm being shown is this purge that has been taking place within my body, mentally, spiritually, physically, has been where it feels like I purged out what I needed to purge out, and then I started to have this feeling of like I feel good, and I didn't have so much, I guess, past life karma or whatever. Hold on, let me just make this turn. It's a crazy little bend here. And so what I was being shown is I purged out what I needed to, what was coming to the surface. Now these energies that are coming in, they're not purging out what's at the surface. These energies are like, okay, I'm gonna try to explain the visual that I'm getting. So these energies that are coming in are going down to like a cellular level, like tiny, 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 tiny. Like they're getting in there, deep in there. So deep that they're going into these dormant areas of your cellular DNA. They're going into these dormant areas, and I'm being shown like my chakra points. I'm being shown an area behind the chakra points. I don't know if that means it's an area that has been something that has been suppressed. So it's going in there, and I'm seeing like this tool that's scraping like this, scraping this stuff out, and it's bringing all of this stuff out to the surface, and then it's purging it. So it's like getting the deepest, darkest of the dark that you've been holding with, holding in you. Like, I'm getting another image, kind of like cancer. It's probably a bad analogy, but it's kind of like a cancer. Like, Spirit said if I don't want to use cancer, I can use rust. Wow. Okay, so it's kind of like rust. I get it. So, if you have a vehicle or a bike or something like that, and you have rust spreads. Sorry guys, I had to get out and go into the house, and then I actually brought you with me. Then my phone rang. It totally knocked me off. Those spam people, those spam bots, they are literally a pain in the ass. They call me nonstop all the time, every single day, all throughout the day. What was I talking about? Oh, okay. So Spirit was giving me another analogy to use instead of cancer. Rust. Rust is kind of like cancer. So if you have a vehicle or a bike or whatever, and you don't get rid of all the rust and then you paint it, it's eventually going to start rusting again in the areas that it was, or wherever you left the rust. And it's just going to grow back. So that's kind of like what's happening with this purging process. If you don't purge all of that old past life gunk, it's just going to grow back, I guess. It's just going to grow back. It's just going to it'll surface as if it never grew back, and it'll just expand. Okay, so you want to allow this process to do what it's got to do, and it's such an uncomfortable process. Nobody ever said that the ascension process would be an easy process. It's a very challenging process, a painful process. Sometimes I sit and wonder if caterpillars, or when a snake sheds its skin, or when those locusts, I think they're locusts or something like that, when they shed their body, their skin, if there's a process within that process that is a little bit painful to shed it. Because I tell you what, this process of ascending is a little bit painful at times. So that's what I'm getting, and I've been just going through it like crazy. I know a lot of you guys have been going through it too, because I've shared on the community tab, here and there what's been going on. And the other day I thought, I was feeling all of these emotions is because I have to move. And then I was thinking about it, and I was feeling, whoa, whoopsie daisy, oops, you fell down again. So honestly, I was thinking about it. I was feeling all of these emotions before I was asked to move. And I've been hypersensitive before I was asked to move. But now, being hypersensitive, it just adds to it. Knowing that I have to move, knowing that I have to pack, knowing that I have to find a place to go, and it just kind of screws up a whole bunch of stuff. So it's been making, little things here and there have been triggering me, like seeing my house the way it is, with boxes, curtains down, everything's a mess. I can't find anything. It's driving me nuts. I don't like I'm not a messy, sloppy person. I'm not a dirty person. So to see my house the way it is, it's just like, I'd rather just stay at work all day, every day. I don't want to be in that house. It's like I feel like I'm going through a big breakup. I feel sad. Every picture I take off the wall, every figurine that I pick up and dust, it brings back a memory from when I got it, which is a good thing, because there's things that my kids made me and I haven't seen them in a really long time, like the figurines and stuff, like the clay stuff that they make in school. And I was having, like, you know, memories popping up that made me smile. And then I received a download from Spirit, you know, to hold the light of gratitude, you know, to be grateful. Because everything I was taking off the walls was triggering me and just making me so grumpy and so mad. And then every appointment that I had to go to do a viewing to look at an apartment or a house, because I've been very picky. I don't want to live in an apartment. I've had this huge house for so long that I have so much stuff. I want to be by the water. Like, I have all these stipulations. And it's like I'm being humbled really fucking quick. Like, beggars can't be choosers. That's the message that I'm receiving, and I refuse to receive that message. Even though I told you guys I surrendered, I think I started to surrender, and I haven't fully surrendered, because boy, let me tell you, surrendering is not easy. I have been so mean to everybody. I don't even like myself. So last night when I was laying in bed, like, my higher self was talking to me and telling me, you know, Gabe, you really just need to embrace this. You know, even though you can't see the bigger picture, I promise you it's for your highest good. You need to stop being so nasty to people and stop biting their heads off. Like, my husband asked me a question, like, what? Like, ah! Like, the demon comes out of me. Like, I feel like I have a demon hiding inside my body, and I woke that little bitch up, because she is a nasty little fucker. She's mean to everybody, and I feel like a grumpy old ass cat that hisses and it scratches and bites everybody, because I don't want to be bothered by anybody. Even people that are being so nice and kind to me, their niceness and their kindness is like, ugh, like, shut up. Like, that's, you know, I'm being honest and truthful to you guys. I feel like I'm embarrassed to tell you that, because I'm turning red. But, you know, I'm sharing with you guys. I'm being honest with you guys. I'm being transparent with you guys, because this, you know, I'm standing in my truth, and I wouldn't, if I don't do that and I'm not truthful to you guys, what's the point of having this channel, right? So I'm sharing, and I'm being raw. You know, I'm human. So yeah, my higher self is telling me, you know, you need to be more grateful and just trust the process. When one door closes, another one opens, and she was saying, you know this. And I do know this. It's just very hard for me to accept this. I don't know if this is the Virgo rising in me. I don't know if this is one of those earth elements that I hold within my body. I don't know if this is my Leo, my Leo trait. I don't know. Maybe it is my Leo side of me. Leos tend to be very hard-headed. They tend to be very stubborn. I'm stubborn, and I don't like change. It's weird, because in the past I loved moving. I was that gypsy that moved all the time. I loved the adventure. Now I don't know if it's because I'm getting older. I don't know what it is. It's like, I want to do all these things. My husband is not on the same page as me spiritually. I love him, and we're two different people, and I'm starting to realize that too, that we are two different people, and I don't know if it's good for me or bad for me, or good for him or bad for him. Am I holding him back from being 100% happy? Is he holding me back from being 100% happy? I don't know. I don't know if these are just triggers that are bringing up these feelings to make me have these thoughts, but I've just been like, a lot of thoughts have been crossing my mind lately. And in the past, we had a great life. We were always on the road. He sings for a living, traveling, doing big shows, being in the entertainment business. As much as the entertainment business is a pain in the ass and cutthroat and backstabbing, I do miss some of my friends and some of my family. I guess I just miss the excitement. I miss the ego rush of it all. And I cut a lot of cords, but this purging process is making me feel like I'm regretting cutting those cords and cutting off my life so I could go through this ascension. And I'm finding it very hard to find a place to be happy. I've been struggling with that. And now I gotta move, and I know that I'm going somewhere else. I don't even know where I'm moving to. I don't know if I'm gonna stay in New York, or if I'm gonna stay in this town, move over to another town, another state. Ideally, if I have to move, I would just love to move back to New England and find work there. But it's not that easy, you know? Back in the days, I would have found it to be easy. I just don't know what the block is here. My husband is kind of the block, because he's not as adventurous and trusting to me to do this move and to know that everything's going to be okay. But he is 13 years older than me, so I feel like that maybe age is playing some part of this. He kind of wants to buy a house and settle, and I don't know what it is, but a house is a huge commitment, something I've never wanted to do. I've never ever in my life thought about buying a house. Maybe I thought about it, but never really got serious about it. It's not something because I've always moved around. So I don't know if that's the deal here. Maybe that's where I'm being pushed towards, is maybe, you know, rooting myself into a location. And I know that, you know, even if I buy a house, that shouldn't stop me from traveling or wanting to travel. But I feel like it's so final. Like, you buy a house and boom, you're old, you become a grandma, you become this person of never being able to fulfill all your dreams because everything becomes so final. I don't know why I feel so emotional. I don't want that feeling. I like this feeling of, I think it's freedom. That's what it is. Right now I'm free. And I feel like my freedom is being taken away from me. It's not. It's just, that's how I feel. I don't know. I'm just going through all of these crazy symptoms, and I'm just trying to cope with them. I'm trying to find balance and realign myself. I'm finding it really hard to find balance, meditating, breathing. It's like I can't find my breath. It's like, whoa, what's going on with me? It's like I'm at the beginning of this all over again. It's these energies. I'm telling you, it's these energies. We've had over 36 hours of missing data on the Schumann resonance. What was going on? What was happening? What were we experiencing that we weren't able to see? This morning when I was sitting in my living room, everything shook in the house. I swear that New York had a mini earthquake or something, but there's nothing on the graphs that indicate there was. Or, you know, I'm gonna look again. Maybe at the moment when I looked it up, it was just too soon to look it up. Maybe they didn't document it. So I don't know. I just know that the Schumann resonance is off the charts right now. It's a big white out, 67 amps, I believe. And when that happens, it gives me life. Like when the Schumann resonance is spiking, I feel like I have life. So I'm happy that that the Schumann is giving me life right now, because the last couple of weeks I feel like it's been just destruction. Not just to our bodies, our minds, our soul, but even to the earth. I mean, we've had the fire in Australia, you know, the earthquake in Puerto Rico. So all of this is playing a huge role on on everything that's happening. And I'm just here sharing with you guys. Hang in there. How are you guys feeling? You know, share with the community so other people know that it's not just me, that there are other people out there that are experiencing all of this insane stuff that's going on. And, you know, I'm not the only channeler out there that's, you know, giving you pieces to the puzzle. You want to definitely check out people like Greg Prescott in 5D. He has a website. You definitely want to go check him out. And anything and everything, I was going to say paranormal, metaphysical, he has on his channel. So you definitely want to go check his channel out. Let me see here. Soothe the Glitch. You definitely want to check him out. You know, if you, he's here to trigger you. He's here to help you wake up. He's here to help you fight your demons. Go check out his channel. He also has a book on Amazon. Support him, you guys. You know, this us channelers doing this, we do it for free. We don't do it for the money. But sometimes it takes a lot of your time and energy to create content, to log on, to talk to you guys. And, you know, when certain channelers offer you services, it's really nice if you could support certain people, if you feel guided to support them. You know, he has this book out, and it's free if you have Kindle. I have Kindle, but even though I did download the book for free, I also purchased it because it's only like $4, $5 max. And there's a lot of great stuff in there. So, you know, even if you don't want to support him and you want to check him out to see if he has a piece to your puzzle to this ascension, you know, check out his channel. You can also support him by watching his videos, liking his videos, and subscribing to his videos. Same like me. You can support me by liking my videos, sharing my videos, subscribing to my channel. Hit that little bell so you know that I uploaded a video, because somebody told me I haven't uploaded content in a while, and I told them they must not be subscribed, or they didn't subscribe, they didn't hit that little bell, because I've uploaded stuff here and there. They said I was MIA for a year. I'm here. I haven't been gone. You can also go to Alexis Buck. Alexis Buck talks a lot about the Schumann resonance and space weather news. She's Ascension Diaries. There's the Naughty Beaver. Talks a lot about some symbolic meaning, you know, of Nostradamus and the Bible, Jesus, and he kind of picks things apart, and he really makes you think. He brings out what am I trying to say? So he brings more clarity to what is written in the Bible, and there's a lot of symbolic meaning behind everything. You just need to open up your mind, and you have to have a clear channel, you know, an energy channel, so you can have that open mind, so you could absorb the information that he's speaking about. Also talking about supporting people's channels. Also, Greg Prescott in 5D makes these beautiful tie-dye t-shirts. I've never been one of those people that have been into tie-dye until recently. I don't know what it is. Just as of recently, I've been very attracted to tie-dye, and I believe it's because it's the colors and the patterns, and there's something in those colors and those patterns that wakes something up inside you unconsciously. Even if you don't buy those t-shirts from him, just in general, tie-dye, I've been very interested in tie-dye. You may want to check him out. He sells these beautiful tie-dye t-shirts, and he uses the quartz crystal sand from the beach in Florida where he's at. And I actually have a huge bucket of the sand that I brought home with me because I wanted to use it for a project, and I thought it was amazing and beautiful that he uses it to make his tie-dye t-shirts. So, you know, go check out his t-shirts. They're really nice. And there's Aluna Ash. She's a really great channeler, very good tarot reader, very good medium. She's a beautiful medium. And she talks about a lot of astrology and stuff like that. And she's, man, I really resonate with her. So you really want to like check her out. There's so many other channels that I watch. you guys, I just can't name them all right now because I'm supposed to be in there and not in here. But yeah, you guys, I'm okay today. Everything is good, and I just kind of wanted to share that with you because I was having a rough couple of weeks, and I literally thought I was gonna just lose it. There was one day when I even thought about just disappearing off the face of the earth. I mean, I went deep into the shadows, you know, and this is a process that I have to work myself out of. It's not anything that you guys can do for me. I mean, you guys can send me love and light and healing energy, and I'd be grateful if you did. But it's definitely something that I have to work through because this path is individual. You know, we all are going through this ascension, but we're not all experiencing the same exact thing. You know, the demons or the darkness that I'm purging out is different than the demons and the darkness that you're purging out, even though we both could be both purging out darkness. And it's because it's making you less dense. You know, there's a video that I posted a year ago talking about how the ascension affects your nervous system and yada yada yada. We are literally turning into these crystalline beings, these light beings, and we are getting rid of a lot of this dense mass, believe it or not. I mean, I know that sounds so far-fetched, you know, to think that we could be these airy, fairy, light beings or whatever, these divine creatures walking the planet. But I really do feel something big is happening, and something big is going to happen. We are making cosmic history. We are gods, a fractal of God. We are godlings, okay? Don't forget that. You are divine. So don't forget that divine things can and will happen to you because you are divine. You are a magical creature. You are a magical being. So stand in your truth, share your story, leave a comment down below, tell me how you're feeling. And if you feel guided to create a channel, even just to use it as your journal and to share with, you know, the mass collective, do it. You know, nothing is crazy. Don't let feeling crazy stop you, because you're not crazy. Because if you're crazy, then I'm fucking bonkers. I lost my mind. All right, guys, I gotta go. I tried twice. I did a video for you guys, and twice they didn't record. So I was like, ah, hell. So this time I was like, you know what? I'll just pop on and say hello and talk to you guys on my way to work. And when I'm off this weekend, I will try to do that video between packing and all that stuff. So I'm trying to find balance and, you know, alignment in my life, and talking to you guys honestly makes me feel a lot better, speaking out loud, because I really don't have anybody to talk to either, just you guys. Love you lots. Mwah. Bye.